How's everyone doing, guys? It's been a little while since I've had a chance to do any videos. It's been extremely warm and dry here, so not a whole lot going on as far as blading. I finally have had to start going over some of my roads here because they're just getting rough, and time to start shaking the windrow out and whatnot. But just gonna take and show you guys what I worked on here. I gonna take and make a couple more passes, so I'll video that anyway. But on a big hilltop here, and we had all the flooding in June. The water wasn't getting off of the road here, and it was making a big gully right down the edge of the road. So what I've done here is I stripped the grass off and kind of rolled that up the embankment here. And how I did that is I took and pulled my saddle pin and stuck it all the way out to the right. That way I can get the most reach on my moldboard anyway. And then I got it in between. I put the left extension kind of just on the inside of the my left front tire, and then kind of cut a flat bottom here the best I could. There's a lot of big rock in here, so it's kind of difficult. But yeah, I just kind of cut a flat bottom in here and then just cast the material up the bank here. It's not ideal, but in this situation where we have limited right of way, it gets the job done anyway. So at least the water will stay in the ditch now, and I won't have any more issues. But I'm gonna make one more pass here, kind of clean this up, and I'll put my head mount on, and I'll take you guys with to show you how I go about that. Okay, so we've got our machine back in place here anyway. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to get lined up, get my moldboard back under. You see how it's on the inside of my left front tire here. It'd actually be better if I had a 14-foot moldboard right now, but we're obviously making it work right now. Some setup for blading. But so what I'm doing here is I'm just taking my left side of the board and kind of lining it up right with the edge of the road, and then I got the right side of the moldboard down here. I'm kind of cutting that flat bottom ditch in here as flat as I can get this anyway. Obviously it's not going to be perfect by any stretch of imagination. But then you can see material casting up the bank there. Like I said, there's a lot of nasty rock in here, so I am in first gear, going about it nice and slow. Got a pretty good load of material on the right side here. Left side's cutting. I don't know if you guys will be able to see much of that or not, but it's cutting because we're tucked in so tight here. Then as we work on down the hill here, obviously getting into more rock now. making the blade jump pretty good. Not very good road blading weather, but when it comes to trying to get ditching issues fixed, it's perfect weather for that. I will have quite a bit of video of cleaning road ditches and back slope and fence lines again this fall. Got quite a few to do in the other township, so I'll be having them videos come anyway. And we'll take and pull up here, get back up on the road. And now since I made that cut, I'll back up the hill here, and then we'll take in I do have my 6-wheel drive on for this, and then we'll just take and bring the blade out, and then we'll just kind of roll this up along the back slope here. Ideally, we'd probably bring in a truck and a skid steer and clean this all out, but I don't have any of that, and this is going to be an easy enough fix. So I'll just do everything with my motor grader here. Normally, what I'd like to do is clean the ditch out, build the hilltop up, and then take and re-gravel over it, but we're playing catch up from all the flooding, and budget doesn't allow for any more gravel this year, so we're kind of stretching thin as we are. So we're just gonna fix our problem temporarily, and then next spring, once we have a new budget to work with, we'll take and actually come in and fix this the right way. But like I said, it'll work in a pinch, and this is what we're doing. So now you can kind of see I'm up on the side slope here, got my board angled, and all I'm doing is I'm just going to cast this material right up the hilltop here. Got my left corner of the blade just about on the ground. Right corner is obviously up. There's some more of them lovely rocks. And then we'll just kind of fan this along the bottom of the ditch that I just cleaned out. Make sure we don't get into the farmer's fence here. Come close to it. But like I said, I can always reach up and grab this stuff next year, so not that big of an issue. We are sitting on a pretty good slope right now, or now the cross slope on the blade showing 50%, so just a little bit of a hill here. And obviously you can see how big of a pain in the butt side can be to work with. It's definitely not ideal. Well, we're making it happen. And then we're pretty well finished out. Make sure we ain't got any traffic coming. This here is a pretty low volume road, so I don't really worry about traffic too much along here, but still got to be mindful. So I'll run back up on the hill here, and I'll put my saddle in for you guys, show you how I do that. That you can kind of see the finished product there. Just kind of leveled it up along the hillside. I still got a nice ditch in here. Yes, it's not ideal, but in a pinch it works. I can kind of see that. And I'll show everybody how I put my pin back in. So all I'm going to do is take and bring my blade over about straight here. Take and run the table side shift all the way out to the left as far as I can without bottoming it out. Put the moldboard in the float. I'll go ahead and unlock my center pin, and then all you got to do is just take your circle side shift and roll it back to the right. And then you look over at your gauge over here. We probably won't get there all the way. We'll probably run out of cylinder more than likely. Yeah, we're gonna come close. But you run into the middle notch there. Simply put your pin back in, and then use your table side shift to line your hole up. Your light will go away. I always make sure to test it, make sure it's in, and then realign your table side shift straight, and then away you go. But I'll hop out here and I'll show everybody the finished product. We'll pick the video up. Well guys, we got her all done anyway. I'll flip the camera on here and I'll show you guys what I got. So I cut this down, kind of made a nice flat bottom ditch. Pretty much the best I could anyway. It's not perfect. And as I explained earlier in the video, ideally we would you know, haul this material away and get rid of it, but budget's a little tight, so we're just gonna take and cut it off and roll it up the back slope for now. And then ideally next year we'll come in and take and pull this all off, reestablish the ditch nicely, and then we'll take and reseed it and be back to normal again. But at least the water will all stay in the ditch here now. You can see I kind of rolled it right up the back slope here, and going on down the hill anyway. So, but this will get us by, you know, the rest of this fall and the next spring, and then next year, once this stuff's all rotted out, it'll be a lot of material. I can either do one of two things. I can take and pull it all up on the road, build the road up, gravel over the top of it, which would work considering a lot of this is clay, so it wouldn't be too bad a base. But more than likely we'll probably hire a contractor to come in with a skid loader and a truck and just take and clean everything out, haul the waste material away, and we'll have a nice smooth transition ditch again. So, but that's kind of what I've been up to. Just figured I'd show you guys how I go about some of these impromptu ditch clean outs. We'll have a bunch more videos coming this fall, so stay tuned for that. Please subscribe and like the video, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.